Hello student, welcome to my class of computer science for class 12th. Today we'll understand student recursion. So content are as follow: introduction to the recursion, simple algorithm for recursion, print a message forever. At last we will learn homework and practicals. So let's begin, student. So here we are to understand what is recursion. So actually student, recursion is a process of function call, okay, that itself call automatically one time or many time, it's up to the programming code, okay, and this particular function is calling itself during to the program execution also from itself, okay, from its inside the body. So now we will talk about the three laws of recursion. There are three major laws. The first law says that a recursive algorithm must have a base condition or base case. Okay, student. By this case, we can terminate the recursion of the function. It means to say recalling of the function from its body. Second thing, a recursive algorithm must change its state to move towards the base case. Okay, student. It means to say if we are recurse a particular function, it means to say it will call from inside the body function again and again. It should have some parameter. By that it can be checked in which till then which condition the particular programming is running on. And third one thing, a recursive algorithm must call itself recursively. It means to say a function should call from inside its body again and again, otherwise the particular recursion method not considered as a recursion method. Now student, we are going to understand its a syntax or prototype of the recursion. Here you can say, student, I have given the prototype for performing the recursion. Here a def keyword define a function along with function name, and within round bracket necessary number of arguments, okay, and then after that we get the base condition. If the base condition will true, it will terminate our function, okay, with resultant value also, okay. Otherwise it will process the function operation whatever we have meant for, and at the last it will call the same function again from its body, okay. It is function call statement along with function name and necessary argument. So student, we need to understand what is base condition in depth. So here you can see, student, a recursion program I have given here, okay, in which less than 1 or equals to 1 condition is base condition or base case, and then it will return n, okay. Otherwise it will print n, and we have passed the n by n minus 1, okay, because it will come to near to base condition, otherwise it will be infinity loop, okay. And understand, student? So here is base case of n lesser than equals to 1, which define the larger value can be solved by converting the similar or till the base case is reached. So with student, here it is easy to understand. If we have passed n as 5, okay, so 5 will check whether this particular thing is equal or not. If it is not equal, it will go to the else part and it will print n, and then we have called this particular function again from its body with n is decreased by 1, and n will be 4, and again this function will check this condition. This will continue again and again until this particular condition will true, and at last if this condition will true, this particular function will be terminated by return statement, because return statement terminate the function also. Now we have to understand its algorithm, okay, simple algorithm for the recursion. The step 1, there are 4 steps that is given here. The first step says that call the recursive function with essential number of argument, okay. It means to say a recursive function never call itself, okay, until we have called once. It means to say we need to call this recursive function, okay, once by our command or hard coding command, okay, and then after that it will follow the step 2. So step 2 says that check the base condition, okay, whether it is true or not, okay. If the true, that base condition is true, then terminate the function process, okay, function process, and return the resultant value to the called function or block of program, okay, student. Otherwise if it is false, then go to step number 3. So step number 3 says perform the function operation, whatever the function meant for, and at last go to step number 4. So it will say go to step number 1. So again step number 1 will pass the value and call the function, and it will check step number 2. Only this particular true condition, I mean to say base condition, will terminate the function, otherwise it will not. Now we are talking about factorial number program using recursion, student. Okay, so here you can see argument I have meant here, that is a program for recursion for factorial number. So here we can consider the first statement is here. I have asked the user to enter the value, okay, this one typecast by integer input, okay, and I have saved this particular value to the clone variable, and I just call this function once by coding. So recursion with a not bracket fact and 5, I'm to say value, okay. So whatever the value, okay, and factorial number will be considered as 1. Can you see that? So I have passed these two value, and the base condition will check whether value equals to 1. If it is, then it will, if it is true, then it will print the factorial of value clone is this one thing and return fact, or it will what thing, multiply the particular factorial number, okay, and store on that one thing, and value will be -1, and this again this particular function will call. So student, we will do it practically now. I will open Python ideally. So now here you can see same thing I have given. If I'll run this program, I will say 5. The factorial number of 5 is what thing, 120. Again, if I am running this one thing, so here is 6. So now you can see 720. So it is a program, student, by which we can understand how to perform the recursive function to get the factorial number, student. Now we will talk about the print a message forever without base condition. It means to say in this particular program we are not using base condition. It will be infinity recursive program. Okay, so here I have defined a function eprint. I have passed two arguments, that is s for string and message, and count for counting how many time it is going to print. And now I have print the count s, and I just count increase by 1, and then eprint I have again called this particular function string and count, and here I have given, I am to say call this function once, okay, out intent it is, okay, hello Python, and then 0. So let's do it practically, student. So I will open this particular program again. So go to file and open this one thing, and then after that infinity, I think I have used this one infinity. So you can see, student, the program is same, okay, and in this particular thing I have called this function explicitly and run this, and now you can see that this program will never close. Okay, why? Because it is do not have any kind of what thing, base condition. Okay, student, so I am going to kill it. So now you can see that there is no base condition of that. After this we are going to come to the practice and homework session, student. In this particular one thing, first point we will ask, do the practice with all the recursion of the Python, that is infinity program and factorial number. Second one thing, make the node of recursion function with programs. Third one, write down the algorithm for simple recursion, okay, and send to me. I am saying my email ID. Till then, student, thank you and have a nice day.